Hey everyone, today Jesus has thoughts on leadership. James and John said, "Allow one of us to sit on your right and the other on your left when you enter your glory." Jesus replied, "You don't know what you're asking. Can you drink the cup I drink or receive the baptism I receive?" "We can," they answered. Jesus said, "You will drink the cup I drink and receive the baptism I receive, but to sit at my right or left hand isn't mine to give. It belongs to those for whom it's been prepared." Now, when the other 10 disciples heard about this, they became angry with James and John. Jesus called them over and said, "You know that those who are considered rulers by the nations lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. But that's not the way it will be with you. Whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant. Whoever wants to be first among you must be slave of all. For the Son of Man didn't come to be served, but rather to serve and to give his life to liberate many people." So James and John here want cabinet positions in Jesus' new government, right? Which he'll establish once he gets to Jerusalem and kills all the Romans. Obviously, they haven't been paying attention to what Jesus has been talking about. They still don't have the right kind of liberation in mind. But, right, we know how leadership works. You get enough power and influence and position. Money is very helpful in all of that. And then you force your will on others. You get on top and you rule those who are below you. You got to figure out the hierarchy and then make sure you're at the head of all of it. And usually to get there, it's also going to take a little bit of violence. Just look at history. Jesus here offers an alternative model. The greatest are those who serve. We lower ourselves and earn influence naturally. His willingness to offer his life on the cross is the ultimate example of what that looks like. And Jesus clearly was a leader, right? He has followers, he teaches publicly and privately, and people talk about the authority that he has. So this idea of servant leadership, it doesn't mean thinking you have nothing to say or nothing to offer, and you just have to be quiet and stay behind the scenes, right? Jesus wasn't doing that. But what form of leadership do we really think achieves God's purposes? Right? Just take an honest look at the history of the church and see the way that it's focused so much on hierarchy, or look at the way that in the world we put our faith in tyrants. You'll see how much we do or don't take Jesus seriously. But if he is Lord, if that's what we believe, then we have to stop lording it over others in his name. See, leadership isn't something that we earn. It's a gift of God. Our calling is to either use it or recognize that gift in those who have it. So, what we ask is, who is serving and offering themselves like Christ and for Christ?